Don't forget, there's a microphone arm ready for you if you get tired of holding the mic.
No, I really like this.
No, that's good.
Yeah. Like
I'm glad that you're having a great time.
No, I'm like living my dreams of like being a singer.
A professional.
A singer.
I can't sing, but
You're living that Hannah Montana dream
no, yeah, that's a dream.
to be two different people and have your dad own everything
No, that's not the dream.
for like your entire life.
Yeah,
Seemed like a pretty bum situation of me. I don't think I would want that.
How do you feel about that, huh?
When I was a child, I used to step out of the shower and get really disappointed when I didn't look like Miley Cyrus.
Yeah.
It's okay, so I actually haven't watched the show. Is that actually what happens? She has to jump in the shower and then she changes and then steps out? Or...
No. I would just like wish like I just washed myself into a brand new person.
The soap changed everything.
I'd be like, please make me look like Miley Cyrus.
And that was like 2008 Miley Cyrus, before there was a little dip there where she was going through some stuff.
Yeah.
Like the Bangers era, for sure.
Yeah. I don't know what that means because I don't listen to
The
Miley
album
Cyrus.
that,
Oh, the We Can't Stop. We probably can't say that on the podcast.
like Wrecking Ball.
Oh, that was the one. Yeah.
I don't know when that song came out.
That's in the Bangers album.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that people still did albums.
Yeah, very much do. Very much do.
Can I admit something to everybody real quick?
Please.
So I was scrolling through my Facebook, and my Facebook rocket, photography rocket.
Seems on par, James. Yeah.
But I suddenly see this ad, and it was like Red 2, and I was like, oh. And it was Taylor Swift, and I was like, they're making another retired and extremely dangerous movie with Bruce Willis, but instead of Bruce Willis, it's going to be Taylor Swift. And then I got really excited because it sounds really bad.
Yeah.
And I didn't know why they were doing it, and then I just realized that it was just one of her albums was named Red.
What the frick?
And it
It was Red Taylor's version.
yeah, I felt a little betrayed.
Because it wasn't retired and extremely dangerous.
I was really excited for another retired and extremely dangerous movie because both of those movies are ridiculous and awesome, and I love them both.
Mm-hmm.
I did watch Red and I liked that movie.
It's a good movie.
Yeah.
I can't say that I've seen it.
It's very interesting.
Is it? So this was Bruce Willis.
This is like
it was like
early 2000s, maybe.
Okay.
I would say like in the teens,
Yeah,
like early teens.
This is definitely something
12.
we should Google for sure.
it is.
Oh,
Because I feel like this would make a really big difference if we Google this.
It's a very extreme movie to the point of it being funny.
No, it is
Extremely
definitely
dangerous.
funny.
Yeah,
Retired
it's
and
like-
extreme.
Because it's like old ex-spies, sort of.
Oh, okay.
But because
Yeah.
they have all these skills, they're retired, but they're extremely dangerous.
2010.
2010.
I was 2 years off. Yep.
That ain't bad.
Yeah, that was
ain't
pretty
bad.
far off.
Yeah.
I don't know when things came out except for things that I know. Anyway,
Yeah.
this is James and Jordan Talk to the Internet, Season 3,
Where's Jordan?
Episode 6.
6. Look at us.
Jordan is not here yet again. He misses podcasts all the time. Unprofessional, really.
This was an unscheduled one though.
He better be here tomorrow, otherwise I'm gonna beat him up.
That would be a problem.
2 podcasts in 1 week. That's a lot.
Yeah,
You're gonna have a lot of editing to do.
I am.
It's crazy.
But then I'll be 1 week ahead, so that if Jordan dies, I'll have a week to figure it out.
Oh my gosh.
I would gladly take his place.
Thanks, Jordan. Miss you, buddy.
So
Don't know you yet,
Yeah,
but
alright.
I will one day.
I just want to make it clear, if I die in a horrible accident, I want the podcast to continue, and I want you to monetize my death as much as possible.
Yeah.
Like I should record like a special podcast for if I die
Okay.
that I want uploaded like on a timer ready to go in case I die.
Mm-hmm.
And I should get one of those like heart rate monitors.
Mm-hmm.
So the second my heart rate stops, it uploads.
Dang.
I think that would be pretty funny. I just want
No, but that's like that Spider-Man movie.
which one?
The No Way No Way Home. No.
There you go. That's
Got it.
good.
No, it
Sorry,
wasn't No Way
guys.
Home. It was the one right before that, Far From Home. Because the hero that played that character had that thing uploaded in case he died. and it was like Spider-Man is
Oh,
so and
yeah,
so, and it was this whole deal. Yeah.
I
So
was
you're
thinking-
gonna do the same thing,
Yeah.
and you're gonna reveal your secret identity.
I'm Paul McCartney, actually.
Oh man. Oh God.
I want to be. Listen,
Why? You want to be the very best, like no one ever was.
death is always so sad. I just want to, like, my whole goal in life is to make people laugh. I just want to
Okay.
make people laugh.
You don't do a bad job at that, James.
And, well, not enough to make it in your top 5. But,
We're gonna bring that up right now.
but I just want my last thing that I get.
Yeah.
You know how they say, like, you die twice, once when you die and then once when nobody remembers you?
Oh,
I
Frank.
want my last thing to be somebody laughing.
I mean,
Okay. No, I feel that.
You have to talk into the microphone.
I feel that.
I'm going to take your microphone holding privileges away.
oh boy.
I feel that.
We should probably introduce people because
Sure.
nobody knows who you are.
No, this is the
Not that anybody listens to
I
this.
like it like that.
mystery.
So to my right, I guess you're both to my right.
Yeah.
It's true.
I mean,
Jonathan,
double right.
What's up, everybody?
and further to my right, almost so far to my right that she's to my left,
Say my name.
Alexis.
There we go.
And Miley Cyrus will be joining us shortly, I
Yeah.
believe.
Love that.
I'll go to the bathroom.
She
real quick.
can't stop, and she won't stop.
Are these references to songs that she's written?
Yeah.
Okay.
We
Yeah.
can't
I watched
stop.
one episode of Hannah Montana.
Only one,
Yes, because I was in Spain visiting my family over there.
and it was in Spanish.
It's-
It was
Exotic.
one of the only television shows where you could change it to English.
Oh, okay.
So I watched that, and I watched some Sweet Life on
Oh.
Deck.
On deck.
Oh.
Because that was probably like 2009.
Mm-hmm.
So it was after Sweet Life we'd moved into On Deck.
Yeah, yeah.
And then on the car ride, because we drove about 10 hours somewhere, don't remember where. Again, 9 years old.
I feel like you would remember where you are, though.
In another country,
Well, okay.
speaking a language that you don't
All right.
understand.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. All right, that's fair. Fair point. Fair point.
We watched G-Force
Yeah, you did.
and Ratatouille
Love Ratatouille.
on repeat.
Wow.
So I've seen both of those movies probably 4 or 5 times each, and still watch G-Force 3 or 4 times a day probably. It's a great movie. Holds up.
Amazing.
Nicolas Cage, Sam Rockwell,
The friggin' infamous Nicolas Cage.
Zach Galifianakis.
Wow.
I'm just naming people from this movie. Bill Nighy.
I thought you were about to say
Bill Nye?
I was about to say I thought it was Bill Nye, but you
No,
said
it's-
Bill Nighy.
It's the other one.
Wow.
I've never heard of that one.
Wow.
One of the stars of G-Force,
Yeah, so I've never watched.
the movie about the guinea pigs that
I-
are also spies and ninjas.
I meant to say like I've never watched it.
Why? It's a fantastic movie.
Hasn't come up on my.
Do you want to borrow it? I have it.
to watch?
I have the disc. I'll let you borrow it.
Yeah.
This is the face of I don't know what to say in this moment.
Have you guys ever watched the movie where like the toys?
Toy Story.
No.
Oh, I could have sworn it was Toy Story right off the bat. Yeah.
Oh wait, Toy Story 2.
Toy Story 3.
I have not seen Toy Story 4.
I have it. Waste of time.
Ooh, I heard. Is there a Toy Story 5?
Not yet.
Just the 4?
I'm sure they're gonna make one.
I heard 4 was really good.
I've heard mixed things.
I'm of the opinion it was not.
Maybe not.
I
Yeah.
don't trust anybody with Pixar these days because everybody said Incredibles 2 was the best, better than the original.
Oh, you watched that?
Watched it, didn't like it,
No.
wasn't a fan.
God, the moms just got.
And then I thought, maybe. Gonna skip past that. And then I thought maybe it's because I'm old. Maybe it's because maybe the original isn't that
You're
good.
the youngest one in this room.
Oh,
And
dear.
then I went back and watched the original. It's great.
Yeah, no, I
Oh,
would
no,
totally agree with you.
fantastic.
It is a fantastic
Yeah,
movie.
it was a really good movie.
I think it was really hard to follow up as a movie just because of the amount of time that they literally did from one movie to the other movie and just
yeah,
just
it's
real
not
boring.
Avatar. Like,
It's really not.
it doesn't.
Can you imagine if it was?
And we would be equally as disappointed. Yeah. I still haven't seen it. So I haven't
It's,
seen
it's
Avatar
pretty
2.
good. It's okay.
Oh.
It's all right.
All right.
It's the 5th highest grossing movie of all time. 4th highest
Exactly.
grossing
It
movie.
makes
of
so
all time.
much money.
It is insane for a movie sequel to a movie that wasn't that good.
It's only because it just had so many years in between.
Yeah, but so did The Incredibles. And everybody loves the first one.
Everybody loves the first one.
And that
Yeah, but
movie did not make $2 billion.
This was an everybody movie, whereas that's more of like a non-really everybody movie.
Have
Do
you
know
seen,
what I
have you
mean?
seen The Incredibles? There's some pretty scary, dark stuff in that.
It's true.
I mean, I guess.
Like, it would not take a lot to push that movie into like a teenage, young adult
My
movie.
level of scary and dark is really like just not on the level of you guys.
That's true. Yeah, you've seen some things.
Well, we were talking to
I don't
one of
know.
our bosses.
Oh yeah.
Can I
okay.
say a name? Can I say?
I mean, you just did, so
Yeah.
we're here.
You're gonna have to bleep that out.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Nobody knows who we work for.
Listen,
Anyways.
it's not taking any chances. I don't want him to know.
No. Okay. Yeah. I guess you're
No
right.
free advertising.
So yeah, we were talking to our boss.
Benjamin, Mr. Bean.
Okay.
Mr.
And I was like, "Oh, you didn't watch Alien as a kid?" And he was like, "No, my parents didn't let me watch that." I was like, "Oh, that's crazy." He's like, "I wouldn't let my kids watch that now." I was like, "Really?
I was the same way.
Interesting."
I grew up the same way.
Yeah, it just doesn't. I don't think about it.
Because it was I mean, it wasn't until way later that I even, like, in our conversations, like,
Right.
you know a whole lot about, like, have you seen the new Alien movie? Have you seen the Predator movie? I'm like, I don't think I've seen the originals, bro.
I didn't see the Alien until much later in life, but I saw
Well,
Predator
no,
when I
I
was
didn't-
like 8.
Jeez.
Yeah, see,
Gotta do the job.
I didn't watch Alien until later in life, but like I would have if I
Yeah.
knew about it.
We were talking on the way home of a movie that she went to go see and, like, tricked her grandmother into taking her to an R-rated film when she was
Oh,
like
yeah.
10.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Bad Teacher. You ever see that,
No,
Cameron
I haven't
Diaz?
seen it.
Ah, damn, funny.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But I assume it's about a teacher who's bad.
That's yeah, that came up in the description like quite a bit.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Bad Teacher.
Well, there you go. I don't know. I think it was more because for me, if I ever had kids, I'd have to trick a woman into falling in love with me. And, I guess I could just snatch a kid.
Oh dear, no. See, that's straight to jail material there, James.
You can pay for a kid.
In this country. You just go to, yeah.
I feel like that's such a weird way to put how adopting works.
Oh,
Just buy one.
yeah. See, I wasn't talking about adopting.
Oh,
but
you
yeah,
weren't?
Sure.
Oh, shoot. What were you talking
Like-
about?
Black market baby.
What the frig?
Just find a baby in
That's
the
not a
dumpster.
thing. Please tell me that's... Oh, that's so sad.
That's not a thing.
Oh, no.
It's
Everything
definitely a
can
thing.
be yes.
What?
Everything is sold on the black market.
I was agreeing with you when you acted like I was
I thought you said no.
slandering
I know.
you.
I thought you said no. That's not a thing. I was like,
I was like,
what?
yeah, that's definitely
yeah,
a thing.
that
Yeah.
is, yeah.
That's so
Every-
sad.
Yeah,
Everything
it's pretty
can be
creepy.
sold.
Anyway,
Not time.
well, it depends on how
Yeah, no, it's
how
the
dumb
definition.
the client is.
That's true. That's
Because
true.
I can sell you a watch that doesn't work.
Oh.
There you go.
Yeah. Got me on that one.
It's all about your perspective.
Very much is.
But if I had a kid, I wouldn't feel like, to me, it's interesting. For Predator, the thing that's cool to me, and was cool to me when I was like 8, is because I knew it was fake. It was like, oh, how did they do that? Like, how did they make the alien invisible, or how did they do this? Like, for Terminator, it was like, how did they make the robot arm?
Mm-hmm.
That was wild.
Mm-hmm.
Blew my mind. Or how did he walk through the bars?
Movie magic.
But like, I don't have so much a problem with that. And yeah, the blood is a little weird. My headphones just messed up. That's cool.
Cool.
That's interesting.
Isn't that fun?
Yours did or mine?
Yeah, they're popping in and out. Oh, now they're back.
I mean, you were straight in ours, so.
But like the blood and stuff is a little bit much, so that would be a little, like, I probably wouldn't go super duper young. But once they got to the point where they like understood the concept of movies being fake, I think I'd be a little bit more. I would be a little bit more lenient towards that, as opposed to like the weird fake romance stuff that is in a lot of shows. Like I would feel more, because that's way more fake to me. Like, at least when you see the alien, you're like, okay, yeah, that's probably not real.
Probably not
You
real.
can't confirm what James Cameron's doing these days, but
I was definitely
That
very
guy.
young watching Degrassi, thinking it was like an actual thing that was happening, like a reality TV show.
yeah, I just don't
Because
want
I
to.
didn't understand.
I don't want
like,
to give that impression. That is more of the line for me. Is like, I don't want to give like weird fake romance relationships and
No.
stuff. But I would think that things like Alien, it's just so interesting, like the stories behind it, and being able to talk about that is cool. The movie itself is pretty good, even though you hate it.
Which one?
Alien.
Yeah, dude. I haven't watched
hate
it. I haven't watched it for a reason. Thing
I
is,
think it's
Hasn't
a really
even
good movie.
seen it.
no. Yeah.
Yeah, so we haven't even seen it. Okay, that
No.
makes sense.
No. I've only seen clips.
It's a very slow movie.
The mouth inside of a mouth freaks me out.
Yeah, it's pretty weird. What are you doing over there? You're trying to like wrap yourself up? What are you doing?
Okay, now I'm free. I've been wrapped up for a second.
Alexis is choking herself out.
Yeah.
What were we talking about?
We were talking about Alien and how it's
Alien.
weird.
Yeah.
I feel like, you know what is also weird is our definition of superheroes. I feel like that's
No
extremely
way.
weird.
Well, it depends on if you put that space in there or not.
Yeah. It's very
Apparently,
true.
that's a big divide.
It's a massive
That's
divide.
the Grand Canyon of spaces.
Yeah, it is. What do you feel about superheroes? I feel like we were talking about this in the car a second ago.
Yeah, I don't like them.
Ooh,
Why don't you like them?
straight up.
Yeah, they just. Do they really help anybody?
I mean, in real life, probably not, because
Well, no,
they're
I
not
mean,
real.
And it's just what's so interesting about them. Like, why you guys have like everybody we work with, and you guys like just have such a fascination
Oh shoot, I'm getting. This is turning on me like I didn't expect.
with superheroes.
It's just cool.
They're all a problem.
What do you?
They're all a problem. They just they make damage. They cause people money. Like, nobody ever shows like the cleanup of like after a big fight with.
Friggin' Avengers Endgame. No one shows the
Yeah,
aftermath cleanup of
like-
like.
It's ungodly.
Yeah. But in their defense,
And like you would be paying for that if that was real.
Tax-
You would be paying for that.
I assume that I would have superhero insurance.
Ooh, if this was a world that had superhero insurance, yeah, no, that would be the way to go.
And I just wouldn't move to Gotham City. I would live in Illinois. You don't see the Joker in Illinois.
No, you don't.
You just see regular criminals.
Mm-hmm.
And they aren't going to blow up my car.
No,
Probably.
Not a chance. Not a chance. Me and James were having this debate at work, and I'm just going to reference this just for people who don't know. James considers Batman to be a superhero, and by superhero he means on the same par as Superman, Green Lantern. Like, you're talking Justice League, he's in the same tier.
Yep.
I do not. I think Batman is not a superhero because when we looked it up at work,
Mm-hmm.
the definition of superhero is you have to have like superhuman abilities, like greater than human abilities,
Mhm.
i.e. flight, i.e. laser eyes,
Invisibility.
i.e. invisibility, all that stuff. Batman has none of those characteristics.
But super smart.
He could be a smart individual, and the way that you word that, he's a super smart guy.
He's also inhumanly strong.
Okay,
That's no.
if we had a clip of this one scene, and I know that we don't show clips on this podcast, but
I don't know what we show.
there's this one thing.
I'm not going to do that, but I could
Yeah,
if I really wanted to.
Too much editing. But there's this one thing where Batman just reels up and just clocks Superman in the jaw. Superman doesn't move, and Batman breaks like multiple
Interesting.
multiple things, and it's just like there's nothing super about that guy.
He's just a vigilante.
Yeah. But super rich.
Again, the way that you say super, not taking that bait there.
Here's why I put Batman on the same tier as Superman.
All right, let's go.
One, super cool guy.
Again, So much super being thrown around
Well,
here.
that's why he's a superhero.
Okay.
There's two scenes in the animated Justice League show.
Mhm.
And one of them, Alexis, are you ready to be bored for like 15 minutes while we talk about superheroes?
For sure.
Um,
I like practice for this, yeah.
She took a nap on the way home.
Yeah. No, she did not. No.
Got ready.
Wasn't allowed.
So there's a shot pretty early on in the show where some bad guys escape, like Lex Luthor's involved, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
They blow up a building. Building's on fire. It's like, we're going to use this as a distraction while we get away.
Mhm.
And then Batman's the first one there. Little girl, top floor of this like 5 or 6 story building.
Okay, yeah.
Batman, radios in, hey, help.
Where's Batman?
Gets up there, grapple guns up,
The grapple gun. Mm-hmm.
because he's super smart. He built a grapple gun. Grapple guns up, gets the little girl, finds her hiding in a closet, as kids tend to do, seemingly in burning buildings.
Yeah, I don't get that, though.
I don't either.
Yeah.
That would not be my instinct were
No.
I a 5-year-old child. But
Mhm.
Spider-Man 2 and this shot from Justice League, it's pretty
It's
definitive.
the same deal. Yeah.
So he finds her and she's like, I'm scared. And he's like, don't be. We're good. And he like, comforts her a little bit, and then he goes to get her out. And then like every single time he tries to go back to the window, fire. Goes down the stairs, fire. Tries to go back up the stairs, fire. And then he's just like standing in the middle of this burning building.
Mm-hmm.
Ledge starts to fall. Ledge goes. They're falling into the fire. Hawkgirl comes in,
Mm-hmm.
swoops in, saves the day. Good job, Hawkgirl. I like that scene a lot. There's a scene in the very last episode of Justice League Unlimited
Mm-hmm.
where they're fighting Darkseid,
Mm-hmm.
who's like the big bad guy.
Yeah.
Thanos equivalent.
Yep.
In DC. And you watch Batman, like Darkseid is just wiping Superman's clock. Like it's not even a contest. And then Batman goes up, 2-footed kicks him, just knocks his noggin, and it's awesome. And it's like this guy who is willing to 2-footed flying kick like a literal god of death
Straight drop kick right there.
is also almost dies saving like some random little girl.
All right. I
Like,
can't.
he treats everything the same.
It's true. The man doesn't have much fear. It's true. But the thing that and I will back it up and say, incredible individual, incredible
Great guy.
great guy, incredible story writing. It's good stuff. It works. I just don't see his superpowers. I just don't see it.
Also, when we looked up who Batman was, it said that he was a superhero. So
Yeah. By the creators themselves, they said this, but the definition of superhero is
he was one of the first,
yeah, it's true.
like 1940 something.
Was it really that? Was it?
I think it was 1938.
Was Superman first or was Batman first?
I think it was Superman was the first superhero.
Yep.
Like ever.
Where did Spider-Man fall into?
Like the 60s. I
Oh,
think.
okay. Gotcha.
Much later.
Gotcha.
Who was the third?
Probably some random guy that you've never heard of, like the Spectre
Oh, freak.
or Dick Tracy or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Some jabroni that was forgotten to time.
Some friggin' jabroni.
Some jabroni.
Mm-hmm.
What would you like to talk about?
That was god awful. Oh my god.
I had a great time.
Whew, almost fell asleep.
I like talking about Batman.
Yeah, I know.
I almost wore a Batman shirt.
Well, I wish you had. Show your support to the greatest superhero of all time.
Oh,
Batman shirt and leather jacket. That would have been
Yeah.
sick.
it would have been super sick.
Noise.
Listen, Red Hood.
Toy.
He wears a leather jacket.
He does. That he does.
Also a sick helmet.
Yeah.
Pops open. Getting comfortable over there.
Yeah. Might as well ride a whole couch for myself.
Might as well.
I can't stay still for very long.
Technically, that's a love seat. I just want you to know that.
Still a couch.
I feel like they're actually furniture terms.
Has
Love
like
seat,
cushions
couch.
and stuff.
I don't think that's
Is
okay.
it like just a 2-seater? That's
Doesn't
a love seat.
recline
Yep.
like a chair.
And then 3-seaters and greater are couches.
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
I believe.
Cool.
I haven't couch shopped in a couple of years, so
No, because you've got this.
it's pretty
great.
sick. I like it. Funny story about these couches
Mm-hmm.
/ love seats.
Mhm.
Originally, I went with these specific ones because this one came in a pull-out mattress style.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, that would be cool to have, like in case somebody wants to sleep over. And then I was also very poor.
What's the problem with sleepover?
Nothing.
Right.
Do you sleep overs a lot?
No, never.
Yeah.
Listen,
I just
people-
want the
That's what
option,
was
you know?
funny about it.
he's just waiting for people from out of state that need a place to crash.
Well, no, I just
Yeah.
knew on like from living on my own too. Like nobody sleeps over.
It's not so much a sleepover. It's like if there's a big storm
Oh,
and so, like Jordan, who lives pretty far away and works in town, it's like
Gotcha.
save $150 from a hotel room, you know?
Heck yeah.
Like, you know, be a good friend, you know?
yeah.
That's not happening anymore.
Friend in me.
But I picked this style because of that option.
Mm-hmm.
But I was poor, so I could only afford one.
Fair enough.
So I was tired of sitting on the floor and watching TV, so I bought the little one
Mm-hmm.
first, just so I would have somewhere to sit.
Mm-hmm.
And then I ordered the big one when I had the money because it was like $1,000 versus like $350 for the little one.
Mm-hmm.
And I ordered it, and then I got a call,
Oh shoot.
and they were like, "Hey, so we don't have that."
Oh frig.
And I was like, "What do you mean you don't have that?"
I paid money for
I
this.
ordered this. Like, you already took the money out of my account. What do you
Yeah.
mean you don't have it?
Yeah.
And they're like, we don't have it.
Oh.
And the company who makes them, they don't have one either. So I'd have to build one. And I was like, oh, okay. And they're like, we don't know how long that's going to be. Okay. Do you have the normal one? They're like, oh, yeah, we have that one. I was like, okay, I guess I'm going with that one.
I'll take that. Jeez.
So, had I known that I wasn't going to get the pull-out mattress couch, I probably would have gone with a different couch.
Yeah.
Maybe one with reclining seats, you know?
Yeah, no, yeah, for sure.
But now we're here.
Still comfy. Feels good.
It's pretty good.
It's just a starter couch. You'll get a finisher couch one day.
Yeah. I
One day.
gotta sell this to somebody who wants a nice starter couch, though.
I'll probably end up wanting that.
When you get your own spot.
Yeah.
How much you want to pay for it?
Bitch, don't. What do you mean? How much you want to pay for it?
Yeah.
How much are you trying to sell it for?
$1,000.
Yeah, like how much did you pay for it?
$2,000. It goes
Well,
up in price.
I paid about $550 for this and about $350, $400 for that. But,
I would only need that.
well, podcast history, you know, it is part of the set. So, you know.
It's technically-
Oh, so you think it's like some
Technically, it's
kind of-
memorabilia right there.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I could sign it for you if you want.
Nah, I'm good, bro.
I can sign like the underside of the cushion or something.
Yeah,
Like-
something that you won't see.
When the time comes, $275 for the one.
Whoa,
That's not a bad deal.
it's not a bad deal.
We'll see.
And that's like, yeah, that's highballing it, I guess. I could get this one in for like $50 more bucks. You know, I'm a hard bargainer.
You very much are.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do that.
Yeah, you could.
To get rid of both of my couches
Yeah, you could.
for like $400.
Well, because then you'd have your between starter and finisher couch, the in between couch.
Oh, jeez. So this is like turning into like a 3-step system. You have your starter.
Couches don't
you're good.
last forever.
You're not
Your
wrong
you won't get your finisher couch until you're like 40.
You think I'm gonna make it to 40?
But like that's, I mean, I'm just like assuming if you have kids and such like that. If you don't, you'll probably get it when you're like 30.
Don't have to spend money on those kids.
You're definitely gonna make it to 40.
I don't know, man.
You don't do anything dangerous. Like you're not gonna.
Have you seen how I eat?
No.
I ate a whole, you know, those biscuit tins that you can buy where you pop it open and you bake biscuits.
Ooh,
Yeah.
those are good.
I ate 8 of those the other day.
Wait. Hold on.
Just
Wait.
those,
Just-
though.
Yeah.
Wait, just the individual biscuits themselves, or like the tubes?
I cracked open the tube
Uh-huh.
and I took the 8 biscuits out and
Okay,
I
thank you.
placed them on a
You
sheet.
thought he ate the raw
And I baked
yeast?
it.
No, not the raw yeast, but I thought he made like 8 tubes
No,
of
Oh.
8 biscuits, and I was like, dude, that's a lot of
Oh.
biscuits.
I
No.
was struggling to get
No.
through the 8.
Okay, yeah, but like that was like the only thing you ate. I can't say that. It's like too bad.
That is the only thing I ate. A
Yeah.
little bit of strawberry
I don't
jam
know.
on
Like
there.
sometimes I really get like. Sometimes you don't want to get in my way.
I ate a whole pumpkin pie not that long ago.
Ugh, that's disgusting.
Oh, well, pumpkin pie's a good pie.
Yeah, it wasn't a huge pie. It was like one of those little
Okay.
pre-made.
I
Sure.
like pumpkin
store
chocolate
ones.
chip cookies.
Yeah, those are
That's
delicious.
about it for pumpkin. Pumpkin spice coffee. That's good. That's it.
It doesn't really taste like pumpkin. It's more of a
Pumpkin
cinnamon
chai. Yeah.
flavor.
Pumpkin chai's not bad, though. Chai
No,
tea's really
chai
good.
tea. I don't like chai tea by itself. It's like spicy,
Yeah.
so I don't. It's like.
Well, that's the Starbucks kind. If you get like real chai from like a
Yeah.
country that makes really good chai, it's not spicy.
Really?
Yeah, no, it's not. No. They'll make it
Yeah.
with like goat milk and stuff over open fire and stuff.
Ooh,
Yeah, no, it's real deal. It's really good.
yeah.
I'm not a tea guy.
You didn't have any of that in Spain, James?
I was 9. You want to know one of the biggest disappointments of my entire life?
What's that?
So, little kid, little tiny baby James Tyner.
How old were you, little baby James
I
Tyner?
was 9 years old. I got a plane ticket to go see my family in Spain for my 9th birthday.
Okay.
8th birthday. Whatever. I was in like 5th grade.
Okay.
Very excited. That's a long plane ride for a small child.
Yeah.
Like in the grand scheme of things, not that bad because you can, go to like Australia and that's like a 20-hour flight.
Direct? No, it's more than that.
Wait, by yourself?
From where?
I don't know.
Yeah, a direct flight to Australia. That is not. That's long.
Yeah,
That's
it's rough.
I think that's like impossible.
Next, you'd have to stop off and like.
Yeah, like there's no.
You have to get to like LA or
There's-
somewhere
a
and then
plane
go
would have
somewhere
to
else.
gas up.
Depending on which direction
You
you
go
go.
that way. Yeah.
A plane would have to gas up.
Yeah, it'd be a very long trip.
But yeah, you could make it to. I think you. Because they wouldn't just go. I don't think that they just go because they got to go kind of follow the coastline in case there's a problem with the plane. So they like kind of come up and around and come down. So far as I'm aware, unless I'm totally wrong, and I could be.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of turns out a lot of rules
Nobody here is a
in
pilot,
aviation.
so-
Well, speak for
Nobody's-
yourself. Okay,
For
for over 4,000 hours in Kerbal
Alexis
Space
is
Program.
not a pilot. We'll
So,
just say it like that. Yeah.
I'm an aviator.
Okay.
Do you own aviator sunglasses?
Yes, but I can't wear them because I have glasses.
They're not prescription sunglasses.
It's very difficult to get a prescription glasses.
No,
sunglasses.
it's not. I just I spend my paycheck on other things.
Fair enough. Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah.
For me, I have some really nice aviators.
Yeah.
That are the kind that pilots have been wearing since like the early 60s.
Yeah.
They're the ones the Apollo astronauts wore. So, but they just like everybody just keeps wearing them because they're so good.
Yeah, they are really nice.
Are they the ones
Sweet.
that they like reflect back at you? Like those kind, or are they like
No.
just really dark?
They're non-polarized and they're real glass.
Okay. Yeah.
And
Oh.
they weren't that expensive compared to like Ray-Bans or whatever. They're like $55,
Yeah.
which is expensive for me as someone who has only ever bought dollar store sunglasses.
Sure.
But they're really nice and I like them a lot.
Mhm.
The difficulty is I can't get those prescription because the only places I can find will only do them in plastic lenses.
Why do
and
you
not
need
real
glass?
I just like they're more durable.
Well,
they
so,
feel better.
Do you only wear glasses when you're driving?
Mhm.
So let me tell you a fear of mine.
Uh-oh.
And
This was an impeccable segue.
this makes me actually really happy to realize that my glasses must be made out of like plastic or whatever.
Yeah.
They almost certainly are.
Well, yeah, okay. So my biggest fear is getting a car accident, my airbags going off, and the glasses breaking into my eyes. So like just you think of that next time like you want to get
That's
a pair
not a fear that I have.
that should be
Why?
glass in your eye, dude.
I mean, yeah,
That's
I'd rather
fucking
have
disgusting.
glass in my eye than be dead.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
They can fix some
Bitch, what if
glass.
they have to take out both of your eyeballs?
Yeah, just put some new ones
You
in.
wouldn't rather.
What the-
No, they're literally okay. So if you
Pop
get
one in,
if you
know?
get glass eyes, like literally glass eyes, you're still blind.
No, you can get eye donors.
Or they're just gonna sew you
They don't
up
do that.
so you just have
can.
a socket.
You can get an eye donor. They can.
No, not
Get
like
an
a
eye.
full eye.
Yeah, you can.
No, you get like part of an
You
eye.
absolutely can get a full eyeball.
I don't think that's true.
I'm half tempted to get in
Can
a
you
car
Google
crash.
Why don't you Google it?
Hey Google, Can you get an eye replaced? It's not going to know what to do with that.
On the website MilanEyeCenter.com, they say there is currently no way to transplant an entire eye.
Dang it.
Ophthalmologists can, however, transplant a cornea. When someone says
That's
they are
part
getting
of an
an
eye.
transplant, they are most likely receiving a donor cornea, which is the clear front part of the eye that
It's
helps
literally
focus
just a
light so that
sliver
you can
of the
see.
eye.
Yeah, that's the only part that I need, though.
Can you transplant eyes to a blind person? Want to hear the answer?
No.
No, we're good. I think
Wow, you're like really polite to Google.
yeah, when the
No,
robots
we're
take
good.
over.
Google finds out I'm being helpful, they're going to be so proud.
Ew, that's disgusting.
I don't know why it said that, but
Oh,
I'm
well,
glad.
we're proud of you, Google. Thanks.
You're gonna be, when the robots take over, you're gonna be sitting there in like a little cage while they poke you with rods, and I'm gonna be king.
Yeah, no, they'll be king. You'll probably be like,
I'll be there though. I'll be out and about. They'll take me on walks.
oh dear,
You know,
that's the freaking worst.
as long as I promise not to rebel,
Oh, you have to promise that for sure.
which I wouldn't. You know, I'm cool. I'm cool with Google running the world. They can do what they want. I just want to sit in my bedroom and play Kerbal.
They wouldn't let
Play
me
what?
do that, though.
Kerbal Space Program.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That's all
Yeah,
I want. I
gotcha.
don't even need internet.
They'd be playing you.
That's fine. It's not a very good game. They could do better. They should probably play like Bill Gates or somebody who, you know, has an interesting life.
Coming out on PC, Bill Gates 2000.
Did you guys watch Squid Games?
Nope.
Yeah,
You did? Did
Yeah.
you like it?
I did actually. I actually thought it was a really riveting and very suspenseful show because I'd never seen anything like it. It was one of those like, oh crap, this is a game that people die. Like I've never seen anything quite like that game.
Hunger Games?
That's different.
Yeah, but
How is that different?
No,
It's
here's
not like a game show.
yeah, it's not. So what I felt like was really.
Well, so I never watched Squid Game, so I don't know.
Oh, do you want? So do you want spoilers or no? Are you actually gonna watch it?
No, just give me the spoilers. Even if you spoil it, I'll watch
Are
it.
you gonna watch it?
No.
Okay, so I think the thing for me, what I really enjoyed about the show was obviously because it wasn't in English, and I just have a thing about subtitles and hearing another language. It's super dope. Really, really like it. But the fact that it was using like kids games and like you never knew, it wasn't until like the first game was red light, green light, basically. And like, that's when you knew, oh shoot, it's going down when the first guy gets shot. And you're like, you feel the same tension that all of the players play. Like if you're really into
They
the
didn't
show,
know that,
nobody knew. They literally just told them, we're going to give you this amount of money. All you have to do is play these games and just show up. And a bunch of people did. And like within the first game, once they realized their lives were on the line, people just started, it was a massacre.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
I
So
can
it's
imagine.
like a series of kids games that basically were like life and death situations over and over again.
Damn, I should probably watch that.
It's actually, yeah, I won't tell you the end, but it's actually like a very entertaining.
Well, I started it, and
Unless you don't like gore or you don't like seeing people like
no, that's
die.
no, that's
No,
fine.
I know you're fine with it, but you
Yeah.
know, some other viewers might, you know.
Yeah,
Sorry,
you
guys.
guys.
Just you know.
No, I started watching it, but then you really do have to like pay
You
all of your attention.
That's why I like things like that.
Which is
Because
like-
like it forces me to
yeah.
really be invested. Like Parasite. Have you seen Parasite?
That's that anime.
Nope.
No, what am I thinking of?
The Animatrix?
No, I'm thinking
know.
of a different one, but it sounds kind of
Maybe
like
it is also called Parasite.
It might actually be, yeah.
But Parasite's the South Korean. I assume it's South Korean.
Mm-hmm.
And not North Korean.
Yeah.
But I believe it's a South Korean movie,
Mhm.
and it's about this. It's really weird.
Okay.
I don't even know if I can spoil it. Like, it's just so out there. But it's about this really, really poor family. They like live in the basement of a store,
Okay.
and they don't have any internet. Like, they have to like steal Wi-Fi from whoever,
Mm-hmm.
and like their apartment floods all the time whenever it rains because it's below ground. And they all like live like super small. Like their entire apartment is the size of this room or something. Like it's ridiculously small. And they have the two parents and then the two kids, boy and a girl, and they're like 16, 17 ish. I don't know how ages work ever. but they could walk and talk, but they were not seen driving. So I don't know how old they are.
So they were like little baby James at about 9 years old.
They were not seen driving.
I don't know if they could drive.
Yeah.
I just know that I did not see it.
Fair enough.
But the boy has a friend who's tutoring a very rich family's daughter.
Okay.
And a bunch of stuff. And he's like, I'm going on vacation for a couple weeks or whatever. I recommended you because this kid's like super smart. Do you want to do this? And he's like, oh yeah, I'll do it. So he gets in, he like dresses up in a suit, and he goes and he pretends to be like from wherever, and he starts tutoring this little girl. And he's like, I bet I can get my sister to help with the rich family's son, who he's just doing whatever. And so he like tricks them into hiring his sister, and then like he tricks them into hiring. They both trick them into hiring his dad and their mom. They all take up a role. Like the mom is the cook and she makes them dinner and stuff, and the dad is the chauffeur. And then
it's this movie.
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
It's like 3/4 of the way through the description.
No, because
not even.
No, but I'm remembering
like a quarter of the way in.
Okay, was this? I feel like I watched a preview for a movie like this.
It
right?
won a lot of awards.
Did it really?
I think
It was
so.
huge when it came out a
It was
couple years ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
2020, 2019, 2020.
Okay.
Yeah, it was only a few years ago.
Yeah.
But they're all like the rich family decides, oh, we're gonna go like camping or something for the weekend.
Uh-huh.
So the poor family decides to let loose in the rich family's house, and they're all partying and drinking and like eating all this food, make this big mess. And then they find like the old maid lady comes back and is like, hey, I forgot something, like can you let me in? And they're like, oh no, like she's gonna find us.
Oh no.
And something's bad's gonna happen. So then they like all hide all their stuff, and the other woman comes in and she like goes downstairs, and then she's down there for like a really long time. So they go down there to see what's going on, or the mom goes down there because she's the only one who's supposed to be there because she's like the housekeeper.
Yeah.
The new one.
Yeah.
Because they tricked the people into firing the original one.
Oh shoot.
Like they're just horrible people.
Dang.
And then they go down there and she's like cramming this bookshelf, trying to move this bookshelf or something. And she's like, please help me, I need to move this. So the mom of the poor family helps her, and there's a secret door. And she goes down with them, and they find the original housekeeper's husband, who's been hiding in the basement of this house because they were super poor. And for some, like, they didn't have anywhere to go or something. For some reason, like, this was the only place he could be.
Freaking A.
So he's been down here for like 15 years. And she sneaks him food and stuff.
What the frig? So like this
so
movie's
then
crazy.
The rest of the family is sort of sneaking down to try and see what's going on, and then they all like slip and fall, and they they're exposed. So then the old housekeeper's like, I'm gonna tell the owners about this. Like, I'm gonna get my job back. You guys are totally screwed. So then they get a call, and the family's like, hey, it was raining at the campsite, so we're on our way home now.
Oh no.
We're about like 20 minutes away. Can you start making dinner?
Oh frig.
So then they're like, ugh.
We're all gonna get the dinner going, clean the house.
And so they start like just stuffing stuff under couches and like hiding under the tables and stuff. And they're like dragging this old housekeeper down, trying to keep her quiet.
Oh my gosh.
And at one point, like, she almost gets out, and they like kick her down the stairs, and she cracked her head, and she dies.
Bro, this movie's crazy.
It's wild.
What in the world?
And then like through something, like eventually they manage to cover it all up, and they slowly sneak out like in the dead of night.
Yeah.
And stuff. And then like some time goes by, and they don't know what to do because they just murdered this lady. But nobody really knows who she is.
Dang.
So like nobody's gonna come looking for her, but they have no idea what to do. So,
And her husband's still down in the basement.
Yeah.
And he doesn't know.
well, he finds out.
He finds out. Okay.
So they have to like wrap him up and stuff, and like hit him with a brick.
Oh my gosh, so they kill two people?
They try.
Wow! Oh my gosh.
So then like the next day or something, there's a birthday party for the little boy for the rich family, and they're like at this party and stuff, and they're all there because they're all supposed to be there because they're all doing their jobs, quote unquote.
I don't like this already. I don't like
And the husband gets out of the secret room,
it.
and he I think he stabs the poor family's daughter
Oh my gosh.
and kills her. So then the dad kills him, and everybody's freaking out because there's these murders going on by this crazy guy that nobody knows who he is. So then the dad like runs away because he just killed these people, and it's like the police show up and they're looking for him, and they like the daughter's dead, but then the mom and the son have to go to like they get tried, and I think the son gets like an insanity plea or something. Something happens.
The freak. So this movie goes all the way through like a court case, basically.
Yeah, it's super, and he's got this super big head injury because the guy hit him with a brick again.
Jeez,
And you know,
this is a nuts movie, man. I
And that's all with subtitles.
yeah, like none of it's in English.
Yeah.
Because it's South Korean.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's the. Mm-hmm.
And they can't find the dad. Like nobody knows where he is.
Frank.
And then the kid is like looking at the house one day, like a year or two later, and they found out earlier that the lights that come on when the rich dad comes home, they turn on as he walks up the steps. They find out that is the guy in the basement hearing the steps and turning the lights on in order, and that's just what he does every day.
Whoa.
When the dad comes home.
Whoa.
So then, in the middle of the night, the poor son sees the lights turning on in Morse code. And it turns out his dad went into the basement when he ran away.
Whoa.
And nobody knows about this hidden area because like the house was built 40 years ago or something, and the guy didn't tell anybody that he built this.
Right.
And then he died or whatever, and then a new family bought the house, and like the only person who knew was his original housekeeper, who was their housekeeper, who they got fired, and you know, it's just like
wild.
Nobody knows about this. So the kid goes through like this whole plan in his head. It's like, you know, I'm gonna invest all my money and I'm gonna get super rich and then I'm gonna buy this house and then you can come out.
Frick.
It's so wild.
That's a wild movie, man. I don't even know if I have to watch it. I feel like I got it all.
Yeah, that was really good detail.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Good job.
Commentary.
Yeah. Wow.
You should watch it. It's really good.
I got halfway through and I, did what I do where I fell asleep.
No.
Oh, so you didn't see the end?
Yeah, it's so hard. It's hard to watch a movie while you're laying down. Like,
yeah.
immediately pass out. And, other substances.
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 Oh gosh, this isn't ASMR. Oh, stop. Blech.
You can bleep that out.
Yeah, I can't wait to have a lot of editing to do.
No, dude, are you serious? I can't wait to listen to this and just hear myself.
I'm gonna cut that out, and that's gonna be every time you talk. That's what's gonna be.
Dude, I would actually shed a tear.
I kind of want to spend all the time to do that.
Tear.
I bet I could write some code to do that.
Don't. I was so excited for this.
Still,
I'm having such a good time.
we're still in it.
Yeah.
We're still in it.
This is what it is.
This
Yeah.
is what it is.
This is a
love
podcast.
So can you? I do have a question about. I just looked up how expensive. In my opinion, some people love Teslas.
Yes.
Teslas are great.
Mhm.
All electric vehicles, they're great. Really expensive.
Yes.
How do you pay for that?
You be rich, I believe, is the...
Or just take out an obscene loan?
Yes.
Like, is that really kind of how you do
There's
it?
non-rich people that have Teslas.
Yeah, that's kind of what,
Well,
what I'm getting at
Tesla's
here.
as
You get a
far
loan
as...
is what that's called.
I mean, you don't have to be super duper rich. They're not like $250,000.
Right.
Well, some of them are.
Some of them are. Yeah.
But,
Really?
Yeah. The Roadster.
Super expensive.
What's the cheapest one?
35,000.
That's
That's
dude,
not,
that's
not that bad.
I thought that was a base model with no...
That is, yeah.
added in it. Yeah.
But for the one that you would want is 50.
I don't want a car that drives itself. I just want a regular car.
Yeah, then you probably go for 35, but that's still
I don't even want a hybrid. I want a regular gas car.
great.
I don't
Well,
want.
there are plenty of
I
those.
don't want. I don't want a car with a computer in it.
Well, that's too bad. You're gonna get a car with a computer in it.
Yeah.
No, I mean I don't want a car that can connect to my phone with like screen.
That's too bad because
It's just-
like every car these days does that.
A lot of them do.
It's just
Yeah.
If you're so
invasion of privacy.
everybody talks about how they're concerned about self-driving.
They're listening to your phone.
Yeah, this goes out worldwide because
That's listening.
like half of our
100% is, yeah.
views probably come from Russian government agents
Oh my God,
checking to make
stop.
sure that we're not talking trash about Putin.
Putin, you're so hot.
Putin, I'm sure that you can work it out. Just stop being a bad guy.
Hey, chill.
There's
Chill.
still time to turn it around.
I can't wait till it's like, oh, James isn't at work for like a week, and then it's like, yeah, someone finally went over to James's house. He was assassinated.
Oh my gosh, that's not what I want. No, thank you.
I
It
figured
would just be funny. See that
would be pretty funny.
You would end with laughter on that one from
Yeah.
me.
I want if I get assassinated for that, I hope people laugh at it.
Oh my
Yeah, no, that'd be
gosh.
fucking hilarious.
I don't know about that guy.
Just
Jeez.
especially like, also the fact like, wow, Putin is just such a butthurt dude that like he really just went.
Well,
out
no,
and did
you're
that.
on his list too. So
Well, no, that was just like
you
a
want me to
scenario.
cut that?
Yeah,
You want me to cut that out?
Yeah, can you cut that out?
Yeah, I've never met the man. Never met the guy, so I have nothing really to say. But I am curious. I'm curious about one thing because I heard rumors.
Mm-hmm.
Gossip, please.
Dang it, this is gossip. Oh no. I don't like gossiping, but I am curious about this one thing. It's during the Winter Olympics. Do you remember when one of the rings didn't come on?
No,
It
I
was,
didn't watch the Winter Olympics.
Was
okay.
it this winter?
No, so it was back when it was in
Beijing?
when Russia hosted the Winter Olympics.
Was that last year?
No, it was like 2 or 3 years ago. No, well, I say 2 or 3 years. I mean like not the past.
2017.
'Cause
2
it's
or
it-
3 Winter Olympics ago.
about that, yeah. And like they were one of the rings of when they were doing like the classic Olympic, all the rings. One of them didn't come on at all, and it was rumored that the guy that was in charge of like the lighting and everything of the thing, he like disappeared after that event.
Wouldn't surprise me.
What a gossip queen.
The only thing I know about Russia is their space stuff.
What if
And they
he-
have impeccable space stuff.
Well,
Oh, you want to talk trash about their space programs?
there's some stuff that
What's that?
there's some history.
What's that?
Like
Did they do Sputnik?
They do what?
Sputnik?
Sputnik. Yeah. What's that? Say it. Remind me.
first satellite in
It's the
space.
potato.
Thank you. Okay. Yep. A what?
Do you guys watch Friends?
No.
Oh,
No, not enough to know that reference. No.
word.
Anyway,
Anywho.
it's actually really funny because that rocket, it was water turned on. Somebody's going to the bathroom. That rocket, it was called the R7. It was a missile, obviously, because you can't just build stuff to put stuff into space. You gotta build a missile so that you can blow somebody up, maybe.
Sure.
And that maybe if you don't have anybody blow up that day, you can do some cool space stuff. But blowing people up comes first.
Okay.
Especially in the Cold War.
Oh, okay.
But
Is that technically like would that be like the next development in terms of like military things being able to actually, launch missiles from like a space station or something like that?
the thing with space is you don't even need to use an explosive.
Okay.
There's this program. I don't know what the technical term was, but a lot of people called it rods from God.
Rods from God.
And they would have basically these telephone pole size rods of tungsten,
Oh,
and they would like just basically drop them from space.
holy crap.
And they would go so fast and they were so accurate that you could hit like a building and just demolish a building.
Holy crap. Is that real?
That was a concept. They didn't actually do it.
Okay, jeez. 'Cause-
Allegedly. Because
This is where if you're joshing me right now,
cost
like
a lot of money. You can look it up.
totally sold on this right now. I
What
totally
is the
believe you.
material you said it was?
Tungsten.
It's the same as my wedding ring.
It's very strong and heat resistant.
It's true.
Like it doesn't
Wow.
melt. It has a very high melting point.
You can't cut
Dang.
it. Yeah, it only shatters through pressure.
But
Yep.
it shatters. It
Yeah, it
doesn't
shatters.
like crush, which is like
Yeah.
nice.
That's the downside of having tungsten jewelry. Because
Like, if you get your fingers get fatter, you can't cut it off. You have to like. There's another way you have to get it off.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
And then you can't like repair the ring. You just have to get a new ring.
Yeah, because it shatters.
And that can get expensive.
Wow, that's crazy.
Anyway.
So that's really, I actually did not know that was a concept that they had
Yeah, and then
coined.
they had the Star Wars program.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, it was called the Star Wars program, where they were going to shoot lasers from space. That didn't go anywhere.
No, I can imagine.
Reagan really wanted it to happen, though. Oh, I think he was very proud of that name.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, this is going to be so cool when this works. And then, like, 20 years later, it's like, it's not.
Do you think SpaceX could pull that off?
Could they? Probably.
Will they? Probably not.
I don't know if they'd have the laser technology, but they could definitely get something that big up into space, for sure. I mean, anybody really could.
Yeah.
I could do it if you give me a couple $1 billion.
Probably more than a couple.
No, I could. I'm pretty confident I could build a rocket.
With $2 billion?
Yeah.
$1 billion is a lot of money.
It is.
See, I don't think that's enough.
Whoa, dude.
To build one rocket?
Holy crap, because you're talking, okay, so you think $1 million. 1 million.
You said $1 billion.
I know. But if you think about the amount of money that $1 billion is, $2 billion, it's a freaking lot of money.
So put a million versus billion. A million seconds is like 2 weeks. A billion seconds is like 30-something years.
I don't know. I'd say like at least 4.
Nah, I could do it.
$4
I could do it for 2.
I'm gonna look up what the average cost
To build a rocket?
to build
a
like
SpaceX rocket.
I mean, I can tell you how much it costs.
How much does it cost?
About $60 million.
$60 million.
But they had to
Really?
put a
That's-
bunch of money into the manufacturing line of building a bunch of rockets, whereas I'm just building one.
It's true.
So
Would be the
it'll cost me a little bit more for that one rocket, but not as much as to build the whole manufacturing line.
I mean, do you think, okay, so since we're on the kind of the topics of rockets, I'm kind of curious if like what your thoughts would be if we were to go, like if we're talking Mars, would a rocket to house people and all the things that you would need to actually go and like colonize Mars, take it? I don't talk about these things very often unless I'm talking about them with you. So this is just
I'm typically the space guy in the friend group.
So if do you think it would cost about that, like $2 billion to like make that a reality, or would that be less than that?
It's really difficult these days to assess cost because of SpaceX and what they're doing. Because the whole Falcon 9 rocket is about 60 million.
Okay.
Right? And that can put a couple tons into orbit, whatever. That rocket, they land the first stage and reuse it. So now the first stage is like 40 million, 35 million, something like that. So now, well, does that count as part of the cost of sending a different payload to space, or what? Where does that fall? And then they're building a new rocket that's way bigger. They can put like 150 tons into orbit.
Oh dang!
In one launch and go like refuel and go literally anywhere in the solar system. And it's like, but you're reusing, that one's 100% reusable, so now you're just paying for fuel. But also they want to do like pulling methane and oxygen out of the air.
Oh wow!
So they just want to like get the cost of Starship, which is their rocket they're currently building, the biggest rocket of all time. They want to be able to fly it like 3 or 4 times a day, which is insane.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Because they're going to, the booster that comes back has no landing legs. They're going to catch it with these chopsticks on the tower.
Okay, wait.
This is real.
No way.
This is real. I can show you the like real videos of these chopsticks like lifting stuff up. Like they go zoop and catch it, and then they're gonna set it down on the launch clamps, and then they're gonna turn around and pick up the thing and put the second stage on top, and then send that up and then bring it back.
Robot arms.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Just keep doing that.
That's nuts.
So that rocket can do 150 tons into orbit. Huge.
Yeah, it's a massive rocket.
Like the biggest rocket now ever flown is the Saturn V, which is the rocket that took people to the moon.
Okay. Yep.
Huge rocket, like ludicrously big. Like you can't even begin to describe the power of this rocket. Like it burned like 10 tons of fuel a second or something stupid.
Jeez.
Like it was huge.
Was that a NASA rocket?
Yes.
Though? That was.
So it was the 60s.
Okay. Yeah.
So that rocket could put 138 tons into orbit.
Jeez.
So this is even bigger than that.
Yeah. Yep.
And
sure.
it is 100% reusable.
Question for you, over here on the other couch.
What's up?
Would you go to Mars?
No.
Oh, why not?
Hot take.
Hot take.
I don't think it's that hot of a take.
Oh,
I don't think most people would go to Mars.
No, I like the Earth we live on, and I would like to replenish it rather than go destroy a different planet.
the country.
The country of Mars.
I used to think Maine was a country, so
That's a
it's
long
just,
plane
Oh,
ride.
okay, I mean,
like we said, geography, not my strong suit.
no, not your strong suit, no. Neither is the maths.
No, English. The English.
Oh, right, maths was your strong suit.
Yep.
All right.
Used to be. Now I'm just
You've destroyed that part of your
now I'm
brain.
just plain old dumb.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
So you just, all right. Yeah, I probably wouldn't go though either.
I would.
You would go. I was gonna
Mhm.
ask if you were gonna go.
Mm. Listen, they want volunteers to go on that
So-
first one. I'll go.
Oh,
You'll go?
just you don't
I'm
have to
ready to
pay.
Sure.
You know,
I'll give them $100.
You'll give them $100 and say, I will go.
Yeah. Cash, non-taxable, under the table.
Here,
Nobody has to know
just
about
real
it.
quick. Here, just
Elon here.
give this to Mr. Musk for me. Captain, would he he wouldn't pilot it.
No.
yeah. Also, I would never really want to like give any money to Elon.
What if he offered
My
it to you for
boy.
free?
My G. I still wouldn't want to go.
Would you want to go to the moon? That's a lot closer.
I also wouldn't want to go with the people that would go to that sort of thing.
You won't want to hang out with me?
That is exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair.
Dude, no, I couldn't imagine being on a rocket, going into space, like how scary that is, and then sharing that experience with a bunch of fucking strangers. Like,
Well, you all have to spend like 6 months training together, so they're not strangers when
At
you
that
launch.
point, no, not at that point.
that's insane.
Yeah.
I heard if you ever smoked a menthol cigarette, you cannot go into space
I don't think that's true.
because your lungs will explode.
Nope.
That does seem a
Because
little
of the
suspect.
fiberglass.
Nope.
In the where'd you hear that?
Was this some sort of anti-smoking? Was this a pro-astronaut or an anti-smoking?
Oh, I definitely heard that when I was in like middle school.
Yeah, that's not real.
Part of the DARE program
I'm
right
gonna,
there.
I'm gonna Google that too.
There's also that common thing where it's in the 60s, NASA spent millions of dollars trying to make a pen that would write in zero gravity. Because if you think about on Earth, the gravity pulls the ink down, but in space, there's nothing to do that.
Right.
So they came up with a super cool pressurized ink cartridge that would slowly push the ink out.
Okay.
So you could write like upside down and everything underwater. It's really cool.
Sweet.
Russia used pencils. And that's a very common joke. And not even remotely true.
Oh my gosh.
This other company, the Fisher Pens, made this pen because they're like, this is a problem that needs solving and we're going to do it.
My gosh.
And then they just decided to do it. And NASA was like, okay, cool.
We'll take it.
We'll take some, I guess. But you actually don't want to use pencils because wood shavings and graphite dust don't mix well in zero gravity with sensitive electronics.
Oh shoot, yeah.
So,
I never thought of that.
update.
Hold on. So this answer says no. If you've been a regular smoker for years, the odds are good you won't reach the physical standards required by NASA anyways. But no.
Yeah.
I lied again. I love to spread false information.
Yeah. Well, this is the place to do it. We are talking about, Jonathan's talking over there about Batman not being a superhero, so
It's not false information.
we're full of fake facts.
He's the worst one if he is one.
Whoa.
That's far from the truth.
Wow.
Jonathan, who's your favorite superhero?
And why is it the
Mine?
movie Interstellar?
Oh, I love this. That's a really good segue. My favorite superhero. Golly. I am very biased towards Superman.
Yep.
I very much enjoy that superhero as a whole. I
Mhm.
think he was probably the first superhero that when I was a kid I became aware of. and I would like throw on like a blanket, and my mom would put like a safety pin.
Yep.
Be like, she would say the whole phrase, leaps tall buildings in a single bound, Superman, and we would just run around. It was the coolest thing. And yeah, just a lot of nostalgia wrapped around the superhero.
That was
for
about
me.
last month, I think.
Yeah, you got me there. Yeah, no,
We
you did.
were in a nice sentimental moment.
But and we have
Comedy podcast.
you know that gotcha. So that's I know that there are some people out there that are like, oh, but Superman, he's just so OP. Why would you like that superhero at all? Why wouldn't you give him more like weaknesses? I.e., any Marvel writer who's like, give me more weaknesses to our superheroes,
Make them sad.
make them more human. And it's like, no,
Kill their girlfriend.
every friggin' comic, every comic.
It gives them character.
Yeah,
Trauma.
but trauma. But yeah, that's why I like Superman. I think it's just a nostalgic superhero for me.
I also like Superman a lot.
Interstellar as a movie, unrelated topic entirely. Only connected because Superman turned back time, and
He did do that.
time is related in Interstellar.
Yep.
With black holes and spinning and catching the end of a black hole to zoom off into.
So Superman caused Interstellar.
Yeah, I think that's what we're confirming here today.
Yeah.
All because Lois Lane died.
You guys heard it here, folks.
Wow, Superman caused
That was
Interstellar.
just like solving the Illuminati.
I don't know what I'm going to title this episode, but
Matthew
Superman caused Interstellar is a pretty good title, I think.
I don't mind that at all. I don't mind that. But yeah, I think Interstellar is a really interesting movie, and I was just thinking about it on the way here, just going over my thoughts about it. But how are we on time? Are we all right?
We are at 1 hour and 8 minutes and 26 seconds.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
The content creates itself.
Yeah. See, you were worried about not having enough to say.
Right out of here.
Here we are. We could go for another hour and a half and
No.
still have stuff to
I
talk
don't know
about.
why I'm so weird, because I really do just love to hear myself talk. Especially on this mic,
What the
guys.
frick?
I was like made to talk. I've gotten more.
I was made to talk. Did you hear that?
I was made. No,
That's it.
I've gotten multiple like comments where like people have been like, "Wow, you should be on radio. You should be on radio. Like you should be like newscaster. Like yeah."
Newscaster?
Yeah.
Can you do the a weather forecast for us right now?
Oh yeah, didn't I do it for you the other day?
I mean, you did something the other day.
Yeah. We had the wall, and I was like, "Yeah, so over in the northern area."
I was trying to explain to her that when
The percentage of the whole
weather,
deal. Yeah.
well, that was the lead-in, but I
It
was,
was the cameras.
I was
where
trying to
you
explain
look.
how the weather's, like, how that works and how it's a big green screen, and they have a monitor off stage
And that's the only way you know
to
what
see,
you're pointing
and you have
at.
to, like, look off, and
Yeah.
you have to somehow keep that in your brain when you're pointing at stuff. Because, it's
Because you
difficult.
can't see it behind you.
Right, like
Yeah.
you have to look at yourself on a screen, and there might be a little bit of a delay. And she just kept looking like in the wrong place. I was like, no, you just look
I would look
perpendicular
at
to the
my
wall.
hand.
And she was like looking at her hand, like looking behind her, and looking straight at the camera. It's just
The
like
non-existent
yeah,
camera.
I was like,
Yeah.
stop looking at me, look at the monitor.
The non-existent monitor. Oh, that's incredible. Yeah.
60-year-old man goes missing tonight. Fox News.
Why is he going missing tonight?
That's the headline.
Let's make a headline. Hold on. Give me something. Give me a headline, and I'll say it as a newscaster. Give me a headline.
Vegemite. Dead rat found in Vegemite supply. Australians livid.
Australians livid.
No.
That was
No.
not
Was that
Australian.
No, that was British.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, but it was good, right?
Yeah, it was all right. Could use some work.
Okay.
Tonight on NBC, a dead rat found in Vegemite. Australia as a nation livid.
They are seceding from the royalty. What's it called? The monarchy.
No.
I love that you added as a nation.
Yeah.
That was it.
Every
That was good.
Australian.
Every Australian should be livid about this.
They've been called home
No.
to mourn.
No. All Australians across the globe must return to the motherland to mourn.
New Zealand does not
Vegemite.
count.
No, it does not.
They will be mad if we mention them.
Very different nation. Cool.
Come to the town under.
Are you trying to sing a song?
No, I was just saying come to the town
Well, there's a
under.
song that does that.
Yeah, it's called Down Under.
Interesting.
Yeep. Yeet.
Yeet.
Yeah. You guys want to wrap it up? Or you want to keep going?
Boom clock.
What time is it?
It is 7:20.
7:20.
Yeah, I gotta wrap.
You gotta wrap it up.
I gotta wrap.
That was another lovely episode. Let me get the outro music here.
RIU.
RIU. Oh, wrap it up. Okay. Yeah. No.
I just made up that one.
It's friggin' acronyms. Golly.
Too many Too many acronyms.
Thanks for having us, James.
Anytime.
Really,
Except for tomorrow because I'm busy.
Really, anytime.
Recording a different podcast.
You mean that?